Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I was just pushing some trees, pushing it real good. What song is that? Good morning and welcome back to the abandoned property, guys. We made a lot of progress in the last video. Got the carport all cleaned up and actually storing Uber in there for the time being. That way I can keep the shop clear and clean. Started working a little bit on the side of the garage here and over here on the side of the carport, and that is what we're going to do on this video here, guys. Is we're about to clean up this whole area around the garage because we got a ton of trees that's growing literally around the roof up there on both sides. We got another one that's right here and a whole lot more on this side right here that is just entirely too close to the structure. So the goal is to get it cleared out all the way around. I am worried about the root system when I'm pushing them up, if it's going to crack the slab or not. I hope not. But I also don't need the roots right beside there because I plan on doing lean-tos off each side of this shop right here. So we're going to try to take it nice and slow and see if we could do it without damaging the slab. I'm going to start out in this area right here a little bit, clear out this area, so whenever I start bringing the stuff away from the shop, I got a clear working area out here. As you've seen in the last video, I got a big pile started right there. That's not where I want to actually burn it. I actually want to clear out an area over here for burning, so we'll also be clearing this out as well to be able to push this pile over there at a safe distance away from all the structures to be able to start burning some of it, and also to start picking through that right there. So we got a lot of work to do today, guys. It is a gloomy cold day right here. It's about 50 degrees right now. I'm hoping it'll warm up a little bit when the sun comes out, if the sun comes out. But yeah, it's time to get this cleaned up and chip away at this big old cleanup here on the abandoned property. We're gonna go ahead and fire Uber up, get it warmed up, and we're gonna get this thing started. Woo! Well, I definitely cleared out a pretty big area in a hurry with old Uber. Uber might not be as big as the backhoe next door, but she's still mighty, to say the least. Look at this, guys. Now, I am leaving certain little trees throughout all of this. I'm going to leave this one. There's a bigger one right back here that I'm going to leave. I'm leaving that big one over here on the other side. I'm going to clear the ones out beside it. And then I'll end up leaving that cedar right there. But all of these little small ones in between, I'm getting rid of. That way the ones that I'm leaving don't have to fight for sun and can get big and beautiful and shady. And also I'm trying to leave them to where they're not going to be a threat of any of the structures that are here right now or coming in the future. I did find something while I was doing this, guys. I was moving stuff out of the way and I found the old well out here. Check this out. Look at that. It is full of water too. So I'm gonna need to do a little research on this and see if it works. I can hook some power up to it and I might have some water going. I might not even need the city water that I've already got hooked up, but we'll take a look at it. If it's not able to be used, maybe I'll turn it into a fountain or something one day. But for right now, it's good to know that that's there. That way me and Uber don't run up in it and end up at the bottom of a well. But it is amazing how quickly things change out here and how clear it's starting to get. I wanted to clear all of this out of the way because this right here is going to be the burn pile. I'm going to move my truck and go ahead and clear these few right here. That way this whole area is done. And then I will start working around the garage area right here. It's going good. It's a good start to the morning for sure. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get the truck moved, get Uber fired up, and keep on getting it. We're definitely making a big difference out here today. right, guys, just had some visitors. Mike and Lissa stopped by. They was uptown. It is time to get going again. We have made some pretty good progress. So I got the truck moved, and as you've seen, I started clearing out right there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that little group into the pile. We're gonna get rid of this little group here, that little group here, and this whole front section right here will be cleared out. Then we're gonna jump back over here by the garage and see if we can start taking down these trees that's up against it. But there ain't nothing to it but to do it, so let's get after it. Come on! Oh, y'all done fell on me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I was just pushing some trees, push it real good. What song is that? All right, guys, we're making some progress. The pile's getting a little bigger. I'm not gonna make it too big because I am close to town. I don't want too crazy of a fire. But I do believe I can still get this little group of stuff in there and a little bit of stuff around the garage, and it'll be just the right size. As you can see, I'm strategically keeping trees. I'm going to take that one right there away from the cedar because I'd rather have the cedar than that one, because I have that one right there. So I'm going to try to get that bigger one down and then clear all of this right here as well, and kind of leave that cedar as kind of a focal point right along with this big beautiful one right here. We're getting there though. All right, made it back from lunch. I almost ate too much. Had to make myself get back to work today. They had a special uptown there hamburger steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, corn, and a yeast roll. Ooh, it was some good groceries. So I've got all the trees that I plan on taking out in this area down. So I still got that big one that we need to maneuver over here into the pile. And then I'm going to start back bucketing it, leveling it out, cleaning up all of this stuff right here to make it look nice. And then if we still have time in the day, I'm going to start working on the ones around the garage. But I'm happy with the progress that we've been making today so far. It is making a huge difference out here. It already looks a whole lot cleaner and nicer. All right, let's get Uber fired up and get back at it. Whew. That was a bumpy ride, guys. But wow. Uber is almost out of diesel, so I got to stop running it for a minute. But boy, it turned out good. This is the only stump that I couldn't get up because they've already had it cut real low. I'll probably get Gary to push that over with the big backhoe when he comes over there and helps me get the stumps that's going to be right beside the garage when I cut those trees down. We're going to use his big backhoe to kind of break the roots up and pull it away from the garage so it don't mess up the slab there. You probably seen in one of the time lapses when he pulled in, we talked about it. I let him use 5 gallons of hydraulic oil yesterday for his backhoe, and he was returning it today. He went and got another one. But got all around the cedar tree, got all the way by the ditch up there cleared, got that one dead tree that was up there. Started filling in this low spot right here with a bunch of bricks and rocks. It was real low here, so I've been back dragging, getting all of the dirt back in here so this doesn't end up being a low spot. I've just about got this area to a point where it is time to bring in lift with the box blade and level it all out, and then it'll be ready for grass next season. I've been finding a lot of these bent T-posts. I've been kind of kicking them to the side. They're not any good to use for fence or anything, but I'm going to end up with a lot of scrap metal from around here that I'm actually going to take to the scrap metal place to get a little jingle in my pocket to help offset some of these expenses, because it is expensive. All right, I think I'm going to go get some diesel, because I'd really like to get this area right here beside the dumpster cleaned up as well. And I'll probably end up moving the dumpster when they come and empty it, probably over there in that area, out of this area right here. But wow, what a difference. And even this front part looks like a big difference. And you could barely even see the stuff that I did behind it, but even behind it has made a real big difference. It's been a very productive day. See, there's also a pretty big area behind it cleared as well. But it's nice out in the open. Whenever I do burn it, I shouldn't have to worry. All right, I'll bring y'all back when I get some diesel. Well, that's one of the advantages of being right down the road from town. It only took me 5 minutes to go get 5 gallons of diesel. I'm not used to that. Normally it takes a little while to get to town from the mountain. The advantages of a town property. All right, let's get Uber filled up. Well, that ain't good. Ooh. Hot. Ugh. Luckily the bolts didn't fall too far in there. Good as new. All right, what we're gonna do is clean this area up right here around the dumpster. And that'll probably be about it for tonight because the sun is setting and we got quite a bit done. I'll end up coming back out here tomorrow, and then we'll start right around the garage and clean up that whole area tomorrow, and probably start cutting paths all the way around these houses out here. That way I can get to it to see what's savable and what's not, and also when it's time to burn, there'll be a nice cut lane all the way around it to keep it from catching the rest of the woods on fire. Let's get Uber fired up and get back to work. Well guys, that is a wrap. As you can see, the sun is almost down. There's a ton of little stumps right through here. I don't think that was in the camera area, but I got that up. Got a little divot right there. But I got the little stumps that were around the dumpster right here, and got a lot of that stuff from around there. I will be moving the dumpster when they empty it this week. Probably out there towards the road somewhere. I'll clear out a little area for it that's easy for them to get to. But it has definitely been a successful day. Very productive. I'm glad you guys could come along with me. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And check us out over there on Come On Keeping It Real, because we do a whole lot of sneak peeks over there before these videos come out. It's definitely an adventure, guys, and I'm glad you're coming along with me. And until we see each other again, come on, let's go on another adventure.